Hatchet 2 is a mixed bag. It's kind of dark and it's kind of cheesy. It's kind of unfunny, and there are some jokes that are kind of funny. Um, the girl from the first movie returns, but she is recast. I honestly didn't expect the movie to continue the lore of the first movie, but they do, and it's decent. There's a lot of actors I recognize, like Sean Ashmore has a very cameo role where he shows up and gets killed as a fisherman with no lines. Of course, he's most famous for playing Iceman in the X-Men movies. Then Jack Cracker returns. He's the opening kill, and it is wow, what a good way to open the movie. Very crazy creative kill. Um, there's a lot of good kills on this movie, but his is my second favorite. My favorite will be fucking Tony Todd's death. It's so good in this movie. But we'll talk about that later. Um, there's a character named Vernon in this movie. Not a huge fan of him. He's just sexist and unfunny. He also has a race joke, which I felt was very forced, where some guy is talking about how he's spooked, and that's what he says. And Vernon accuses him of calling him the S slur, um, which, yeah, that is a slur, so I'm not going to say it, but I was. It just felt so forced. Like, he obviously didn't say, the S word. He was saying he was scared. But, yeah, that's a joke in the movie from the sexist guy that talks about how he wants to hit it. Um, he ends up getting killed by a comically large chainsaw, which is bizarre but kind of cool. He gets killed with this other guy who I don't even think they give him a name. His joke of the movie is that this whole movie he doesn't talk. He's only in a handful of scenes. In the scene he's introduced in, it's like, you don't talk very much, do you? And he doesn't say anything at all. I will say that it's a pretty funny gag that when he's dying, he's silently screaming. When he's getting killed by the chainsaw, he doesn't make any noise. Vernon's the only one screaming, which I think is pretty funny. It kind of reminds me of how Jason is silent in his when he takes a fatality in the Mortal Kombat X. Um, it's just a crazy movie. We also has Crispin from Your Next, who's here. He has a pretty unfunny gag where he has this girl who's his high school sweetheart or something. They dated in high school at least, but they had a falling out. They're trying to get back together. While they're having sex, she tries to get him to say "I love you," but he doesn't want to do it. And that's the gag. It just goes on for a little bit too long, in my opinion. I don't think it was very funny in the first place, and then he dies like immediately after, so it makes the joke even more pointless. Um, it's just not very funny. Tony Todd has a much bigger role, like I was saying. It turns out that he knew the bullies that were the cause of Victor Crowley's death. It is implied that he was supposed to go do the prank or whatever they were doing with them, and he decided not to do it. And he thinks that if Victor Crowley kills the last two people that were doing the prank, because it's revealed that Robert Englund was one of the kids that did it, then he'll be able to have the swamp and the curse will be lifted or whatever. I thought the big twist was going to be that, well, since he didn't stop them from doing the prank, that he was technically in on it too, and that would be the only way to lift the curse. But the big twist of the movie is that the guy that she calls her uncle isn't her uncle, it's just her dad's best friend. What a lame twist. It's just her dad's best friend that she happens to call uncle, which I guess I can't see as too stupid because I had an uncle that wasn't my uncle that I only called my uncle because he was my dad's best friend and I went to his shop a lot. But it's so stupid. Like, oh, there she brought somebody with her that wasn't actually her uncle, so he kind of died for no reason. Um, her real uncle died from some type of cancer. It was an L one, I think, leukemia, and yeah, she ends up killing Victor Crowley in a very brutal kill, where she's just beating the absolute shit out of him with an axe. The movie does the typical horror movie thing where they show that he's still alive and his hands moving, but she just simply picks up a shotgun and shoots him, and the movie ends. Which fucking amazing ending to a mixed bag movie. And like I said, Tony Todd's kill is just so good in this movie. It's so good. Um, I don't know when I'll watch the next one, but probably soon with how much I enjoyed this one. I mean, there was stuff I didn't like and there was stuff I liked. Um, just very mixed bag.